All right, Bobby, you're our intro guy.
Today is a special day, and today is a podcast where we talk about that special day. I'm Bobby Parker.
And I'm Joey Nickel.
Welcome to Today Is.
All right, well, it took us forever to get set up, which is not good, and I'm still tweaking things.
But on the plus side, we're here, and we are recording. I'm going to be the positive person, which is kind of my thing, at least publicly. Internally, yeah. I freak out all the time.
Yes. So, I forgot to put my hat on.
Okay. Do we need to restart? Because it'll throw people off visually.
There. This framing is terrible. Everything we're using right now is not the right thing. Like, we're using the wrong microphones. We're using the wrong tripod. Everything's bad. Nothing's good. But that's fine. This is going to be a short episode because I got here so late, and then it took us another forever. I don't even know. It's 4:20 already. My computer's going to die. How are you?
I'm okay. The people watching, assuming they're watching, can't tell. The people who are listening can't tell. But I'm sitting on a special pillow because I've got hemorrhoids.
I saw that special pillow. I saw that. I recognized that special pillow. I have one in my car. Yeah,
I also have one in my car. So that's what's going on with me. Everything's a pain in the butt today. That's pretty much the way it works.
I have one that I keep in the car. I don't know what I do. What is this basket doing here?
I don't know. We had it
so
there.
So mad. And I'm just frustrated with everything right now. I felt terrible today, so I had to take my son to the eye doctor. That took forever. It took a lot longer, and then we realized as we're coming back, because I had to drop him off with his mom at school, because they're doing something after school. They're going to their cousin's band concert. So I realized he hadn't had lunch afterwards, so we had to stop for lunch, and that took longer than I anticipated. And then, where did that go?
Your son? I think he's still at school.
Where'd the brick to the power cord go? Do you see the power cord brick anywhere?
I do not. I do not show it. So.
Oh, is it still in here? It's probably still in here. It's still in here.
Still in there. Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. This is how my brain has been today. This is going to be the best episode.
So, you had a doctor's appointment, eye doctor's appointment for your son. Eyes are good though, right?
Eyes are good. So he had some inflammation in his eyes a while back, and they have determined that it is an autoimmune disorder that is affecting just his eyes for some reason, and he has to be on a injection once a week to get rid of it, and it's working. The good news is his eyes have no inflammation right now.
Oh, good, and they figured it out, and they've got something to help.
Yeah, they figured it out, and the medication is working, so that's good.
Hey, that is a plus. Since we're talking about medical stuff with my butt, your son's eyes, it feels weird saying that back to back. I had to take my son to the doctor to have a little camera stuck up his nose so they could see his vocal cords, which it seems like a further way to go.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Yeah.
Why'd they go through the nose?
They go up and then it goes down because it's easier for the people to talk and make noises.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But
so they can still hear.
Still hear. Still see all the things. They're like, hey,
Okay.
this is what's going on, because he was also having inflammation, just bad stuff. But while it was going down, they figured out that the tonsils that he had removed last year, they're having some of them grow back.
I was just about to ask when
Yeah.
you said tonsils. I was like, I bet they're growing back.
Yep.
Isn't that ridiculous that can even happen?
Yeah, it's looking at the numbers, it's like the high end is like 10% of the time it happens.
Yeah. It's so funny.
This is also the kid that when he had his tonsils out, they're like, oh yeah, this rarely happens if ever, but if it ruptures, he starts bleeding again, he'll have to come in and we'll have to have it. That happened.
That happened for that too.
That happened, yeah. So
that's funny.
So his tonsils are.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's
funny.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's funny because he's safe. So yeah, it is absolutely just.
So what happens if they are they gonna grow back, or is it gonna not grow back as bad as they were before?
Right now they're it's just a little bit of the tissue. So they're like, hey, we'll check it out in a couple months and see if it looks bad, and if so, if it grew back like fully and became a problem, they could have it taken out again, but that's unlikely.
They'd have to get infected again,
right,
or whatever they get,
yeah,
in order to get them.
Yeah, so unlikely, but still major pain, and now he's not as susceptible to strep throat, but he could get it more again because that's growing, and that was the issue before.
How many times did he get strep throat before they decided to snip him out?
Oh, he
was it like every season.
He was getting it a couple times a season. He just wouldn't go away.
I had strep throat a lot as a kid, but they never took my tonsils. I mean a lot. It could have been twice. I don't know.
Right.
I don't remember, but I just remember having to stay home from school when I got strep throat, and my throat hurting.
Yes.
And me not wanting pizza. I remember that. I remember that being a big deal. Like we got pizza like we normally do, like we do for the family, and I just didn't want to eat it. And my dad like sliced it up in little pieces for me, and I was like, I guess I'll eat it, but. I just remember that being very sad that I didn't want pizza.
That if my son was like, I don't want pizza, I'm immediately taking him
something's
to
wrong.
emergency room.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Immediately.
Yeah. All right. Did you have any shows this week? Let's see. A lot of stuff has happened.
A lot of stuff's happened. So
I don't even think we've talked about the last Really Good Beer Stop because we pre-recorded a few episodes.
Right, yeah.
Did we talk about it? I can't remember.
We did not.
The show went very well. We sold a little more than we did with Wes Johnson, which is good. So the show was a success. It was the last one of the year. We're not going to do one again until February. We may have already talked about this. The show was great, though. Marcus Crespo was the closer. It was great. Everybody did well. Danny Johnson showed up to be an audience member.
That's cool.
Because he lives like 2 minutes from there. That's like his neighborhood. So it was a lot of fun. So come back in February, and please come to the shows in February. Some shows that are going well this week. This week at Shantytown, it was completely full. It was completely packed,
nice.
And we had like 25 comics show up, which was rough. Now that show in particular, I've been running that mic for I don't know how long now. Maybe 3 years.
Okay.
Maybe. Right now, it is the longest show I've ever run.
Right. Yeah.
Right now is the longest show of any kind that I've run continuously. I think. I want to say it is. Because I think I've been running it for 3 years. I got to remember. I should look back at my texts with Ian and see when I took over. But Ian, shout out to Ian. He's the owner, and it lets us do that show. Gives us a house for good comedy. And it's a great show. It's honestly probably the best open mic in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
There's some new ones that I haven't been to yet, so maybe there's some others that are good. But honestly, it gets the most consistent crowd, the most consistent amount of comics.
Quick question. What are the plans the week of Thanksgiving?
So we are having a show on Monday.
Okay.
Marcus Crespo is going to host because I'm going to be in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Very nice. On purpose.
On purpose. I'm just getting dropped by helicopter. That's how I'm spending my Thanksgiving. I'm just going to tread water for a week. But yeah, so Marcus will be hosting. Also, that being said, the Thursday mic will not happen because it's going to be Thanksgiving. So no mic on Thursday at Root Down. What else? But anyway, this week was great. I had to institute a year or two ago. We were getting so many comics. There were so many comics, and I don't want to be there early. I don't want to show up because I don't want to have to get there early to police a list.
Right.
So I liked showing up and just having, like, okay, show up, and then who's ever there signs up and gets on. We got too many comics to where we needed to make it fair for the comics and the order and stuff like that. So I said, we're doing bucket pull now. So you just write your name on a slip of paper, I pull out your name, and you get to go on stage. And the first 10 comics get 5 minutes, and after that it's 3 minutes. Otherwise, we would go till midnight.
Right.
And it was just too long. I want to be done by 10:30 at the latest, with an 8:30 showtime. That's a 2-hour show.
Right.
A 2-hour open mic is long enough for any crowd.
That is a rough thing for some crowds.
Yes. So we were going like 3 hours sometimes on this mic, and then by the end it wasn't even, nobody was even getting anything out of it by the end. So I'm like, okay, would you rather? Do you hear that?
I do. It sounds like the constant ocean.
Sounds like rushing water or something.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I hope it's not rushing water. That is. I'm going to stick with that answer. I have very not technically savvy at all.
That is weird. Huh. But it started.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening before, right?
It just started. Yeah.
Did it stop?
No, I'm getting it still. Oh, it went away.
Yeah, that's because I turned down the.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right, let's see. If I turn this down, maybe that'll help. And then I turn this up. Nope.
Nope.
That didn't help. Oh well.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
I don't know where this rushing water is coming from. You guys are going to get rushing water sound for a while today, so I don't know why. Now I forgot where I was going with this.
Open mic can't be 3 hours.
Yeah, so then I did that, and people weren't happy about it. But it's like, would you rather have a good 3-minute set or a terrible 5-minute set? Also, I don't want to be there till 11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went away. The rushing water. They're still there a little bit, but it wasn't like it was. That's weird.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what is causing it.
I don't know what was causing it.
It might be the supercomputers and electromagnets I have.
I bet it was the computer fan.
Okay.
That's what it was. It was the computer fan getting picked up on the microphone.
Okay. Makes sense. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, absolutely, that's what it was. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
Don't want to be there 3 hours. People aren't getting it. You don't want to be there till 11:30.
So people weren't happy about it when I instituted this thing, the bucket rule, and I was real mean for like a month. I was mean to everybody because I knew if I just wasn't gonna take it. Like I wasn't gonna take any flack. Like I was gonna get this mic, settled down and ruled. I wanted this mic to be tight, and people were running the light like crazy. Nobody was like everybody. I wanted to make this mic a disciplined mic, and I feel like it's probably one of the most disciplined mics we have.
Right.
And I just had to be mean for a month. And got everybody in line, and it's like, you get 5 minutes. I will light you at 4 minutes. If you don't get off stage by 5 minutes, I will start playing music. Like that's how I had to run it so that people wouldn't run the light, and it worked. And now I don't even have to threaten anymore. And everybody's trained. Everybody's great. And you're welcome to everyone else who runs mics in the city because I trained all these idiots who are brand new comics to at least respect the light, at least to do that.
Thank God.
It's turned into a great mic, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's not. What's funny is it's not my favorite mic though, because I have to host it. So like I don't get as much out of it from a mic standpoint from what normal comics will get out of a mic. I think there's something very important about doing a set, getting up there, doing 5 minutes, and getting off.
Yes.
As opposed to having to host. Now I love hosting sometimes. Sometimes it's a grind, like this week because there were 25 comics. But I love hosting because I do generate a lot of material that way because I think of things in between sets and I can kind of respond and roast other comics and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. But my favorite mic probably is the Comedy Zone bar mic.
Okay, rock bottom.
Yeah, a Rock Bottom run by Emery. I think that's my favorite mic because it's so low stakes that I can really just kind of churn anything like that I'm working on, and I usually get a good response. Like respond well at that mic for some reason.
Yeah.
I can get a good. I usually get decent feedback at that mic.
It almost feels like it's next to a comedy club, so
Yeah.
so people get what's
Yeah,
going on.
right. Yeah. But it's like I get more out of that. Like if the open mic were on the Comedy Zone stage, I probably wouldn't get as much out of it. Because we have the showcases for that, for being
Right.
on the stage. So it's like I actually think I get more out of it being. Is this mine? This is
Yes,
mine.
that
Okay.
is yours.
I had a Red Bull, right, and I think it just kicked in.
Okay, nice.
In case you couldn't tell why I'm talking so fast now. But I think I get more out of it. Being an open mic, I think I get more out of it the way it is. And it's so low stakes, there's not even a stage. I mean, it's set up nicely. It's set up nice so that it feels like a show and everything like that. There's a backdrop. That was loud. There's a backdrop and everything. And the mic is good and all that. All that's good. And there's a stool. But if I screw up a punchline or I'm working on something, it feels like nothing. It's not a big deal if you bomb. It doesn't even feel like a bomb because you're just in a room.
All right, so I'm gonna bring this up because I just randomly thought about it because you talked about like talking in between sets and stuff like that. Perfect for a host, for hosting mics, stuff like that. You also host trivia, and I had one of my wife's best friends, if not her best friend, goes to trivia all the time in Green Cove Springs, and I'm not going to mention names or places, but said that you used to be the host.
I'll
there.
mention names. Okay. Red's Wine Bar. Red's Wine Bar used to have me do trivia there. Yeah. They fired me. I still have no idea why they fired me. I did that show. I live 2 miles from there. All of my friends went to the show. All the regulars I'd known for years by the time, by that point, and I still don't know why they fired me.
And what I was going to say is, they complained like, hey, this person talks way too much. They're not as good, and it's just not enjoyable. So they're not going to they're not going anymore.
I will say this. So I know the host. You know the host too. I don't know if you know who it is, but you know him.
I can guess.
And nice guy. He's been doing trivia hosting longer than I have. I think he's a fine host, but I am very quick and succinct. Like I get through it in a good speed, in a speed that people are like, okay, that was good. You're not taking too much time, that kind of stuff. Every time I go out of town and somebody subs for me at Big Dogs, when I get back, they go, I'm so glad you're back. The person who subbed for you took forever. And I don't even think they're necessarily taking forever.
Right.
I think they're just not as quick as I am, and I've been doing it long enough that I'm pretty good at the math. So I'm in and out. There's no fluff time in there.
And that is the major complaint. It's like, hey, it's a school night, it's a work night.
Yeah.
I've got stuff that I want to come out, have fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
And head home at a reasonable time, and it's taking way too long.
And I understand some places you don't want to go too quickly because you want people to stay and spend money.
Right.
But Red's Wine Bar in particular, I feel like it's the kind of place that people want to get out at a reasonable time because it is in a small town. It's not in the city, and it's a school night. Thursday, this one specifically, and one of the reasons why my manager started booking me for the Thursday show is that because of Thursday Night Football, and we do it at 6:30 so we can be done by the time Thursday Night Football comes.
Right. Yeah.
And I am almost always done before kickoff.
Nice.
So that people can watch Thursday Night Football. And then most of the people leave after trivia, so I don't know how many people are actually there to see Thursday Night Football, but the idea is there if you don't want us to interrupt Thursday Night Football or be distracting during Thursday Night Football, I'm out the door before it starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I still don't know why they asked for somebody else at trivia. I mean, now to be fair, it was not going great. Like we had some great times and great weeks and stuff like that, and then they changed management and they changed some things around. They lost some regulars because they changed management. Then we had a couple weeks where we had to cancel because not enough people showed up. And so I don't know if they're like, hey, let's try changing it up. Let's get a new host, and maybe that'll inject some life into the show again. And new management and everything, and they're trying to break in a new manager, and
right. Yep.
the owner was trying to be a little more hands-on while they were transitioning into the new management. I don't know the whole story, but that's the word that I got, was that they were trying to just change things up.
Change for the sake of change. But what it comes down to is you're missed and you're respected for your hosting, not only for open mics, but for trivia.
And if you're listening, the current host, we won't shout out who it is, but the current host, your current host, good dude. Like, you're a great host. You're a fine host. I don't want him to think that we're trying to badmouth him or anything like that. He's doing, and I do feel like, I mean, the show's still going on. Right. That's great. They didn't have to cancel the show. As far as I know, they're not in threat of canceling it, which is great. So hopefully they were able to accomplish what they wanted to accomplish, and Red's Wine Bar isn't going to go out of business or anything like that. Right. And the guy who hosted, great host. He's been doing it a long time, hosts a lot of shows. He actually is the one who got me into hosting trivia. So I'll always be grateful for that. Good dude, always be a friend. But I feel like it's going okay, but right. It's just not. It's just some of the regulars. It's just not me,
Right. And yeah, and I wasn't trying to diss anyone. Just letting you know you're missed.
Stop talking bad about him.
Hey,
stop it.
I will fight him. Because I'm known for my violence.
Anyway, you're doing fine. You're doing a great job. The current host, it's fine. It's great, and I don't even care. Like I wasn't even upset because it actually freed me up to do more comedy, and and now that I have my Thursday show, I don't come home after trivia anymore on Thursdays. I go straight to the open mic, then I host.
Right.
So it's nice to have Tuesday off, honestly.
Yes.
Because that's honestly my only night at home is Tuesday. Monday I host the open mic. Tuesday I'm at home. Wednesday I go to the Comedy Zone open mic, which is at 9. So it's not like by the time I come home, my wife's asleep anyway. Then Thursday I have 2 shows, and then I'm booked most weekends. So Tuesday's really my only night home. Tuesdays and Sundays.
Right. Yep.
It's like I work a shift job at Walmart. Tuesdays and Sundays are my days off.
I get that. I have a lot of very long days, especially right now. So to let you know what is going on, I talked about going to the show, but I went to the Savannah Comedy Review comic battle.
Oh, yes. We haven't even talked about that.
Haven't talked
and you
about
won.
It. I won.
You won. You got first place.
I tied for first place.
You don't have to say that. You can just say you got first place.
I want to be honest. I tied for first place. No disrespect to the guy I tied with. I think I had a better set, but that
sounds like disrespect.
Yeah,
to be honest, you can't say no disrespect, but I was better.
I think I was. I hit on all.
Now it's
all
it's scores, so you can tie. Like they base it on scores from the judges. Also, what did they do with the money? Did they split the money? Did you get equal money?
We first place split the prize. Second place, and there was also a tie for third place.
Wait, so Okay.
So
Here's the thing that here's like one of my complaints about Savannah Comedy Review. How many people ended up placing then?
5 people placed.
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous.
I
If there's a tie for first, then there's no second. Like, that's not how that, like, it should be 3 people, right? And then the audience choice. Like, if you have a tie for first, that's it. There's your first and second place to stay. That's how that works.
yeah. So
If you go to the Olympics and tie for gold, which doesn't, I don't think that happens. But if you were to tie for gold, they're not giving away two. They're not giving away 2 golds. They're not giving away 4 medals. They're still only giving away 3 medals.
right. So I agree. What
I don't know if that's true, by the way. That could be completely wrong, what I just said. But conceptually, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
right. And what it was, hey, the show went long. The judges' scores came out, and they're like, I've never had. And the guy who runs it, Thomas, he's
Tom
like,
Paris.
yeah, he's like, I've never had a tie before. I don't know what to do. I've got like 5. It's like I've got to make a decision right now. And he
just had 5 winners.
yeah, he's like, okay.
I understand a tie for third. I could see being like, you know what? That's a tie for third. That cuts it. I have to like either I cut somebody out who deserves it,
Right.
or we split the third place, which makes sense. But when it's a tie for first, that's your first and second right there.
Yeah.
Like you have no second place, then your third place because there was no tie for second, right?
No.
So the second place becomes the third place. Like that's how that should be, and then you take the second place money and the first place money,
Combine them
and split it.
Yep.
Like, see that's crazy that 5 people.
Yeah.
5 people.
I agree.
Which
but,
actually there was a tie for third last time I did it. Not last time I did it, but the time before. Last time I placed.
okay.
Last time I got second, there was a tie for third, and he just split the third place money, and that makes sense. But when there's a tie for first, I don't know. That's a little. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, but then there was an audience choice too.
There was also an audience choice, which they really had no time to do. They're just like, hey, this person would have also. They were next on the list. We don't have time. They get audience choice.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
they didn't even do the voting.
Didn't even.
They basically just got the 6th place.
Yeah.
The 6th place prize.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I mean it but I won.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh, well, then that's what they should have done. They should have done, you guys are first and second, but you're first. You tie for first, but you get this equal pay.
Right.
Second place, or third place is the second place winner. Then
Audience choice.
audience choice splits those 2 that would have tied for third split the audience choice. That's what that should be. That's what that should have been.
Yeah, but we also are able to think about this rationally and
That's
logically.
true. And everything was probably going very quickly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, you won the Savannah Comedy Competition.
I
2025.
won. Yay.
2025. So
I won.
officially, this podcast has the 2022 champion and the 2025 champion.
Yes, and also multiple places other years.
Yes,
Yeah.
and second place. I think I got second place twice, and champion once, and you got audience choice and champion.
And champion.
Okay.
Yep. Yay.
So there we go. I don't put the year when I say put it in my credits. I just say winner of the Savannah Comedy Review competition when I put it in my credits.
Right. I'm putting it in right now
Yeah.
because it's this year.
Yeah. No, that's what I did too. You. This is what I say. I said current champion. That's what I always say. For the full year until somebody else won.
Yep.
Because next year it'll be 2026. So during 2026, I say current champion of the Savannah Comedy Competition or Savannah Comedy Review Competition. It's a lot of words.
Yeah.
And I don't mention that there's still more words that I didn't put in that title. The Savannah Comedy Review Comics Battle Competition.
Yeah. It's really difficult to just blur it all out and it's tough to make marketing stuff for it too.
What time is it?
It is 4:48.
Okay, so let's go ahead and rush to our topic. We'll go over the fan mail on the next episode. Let's get into our topic. Did you think of stuff for the game I was talking about?
I did.
Okay, so today's topic is I forget the full.
It's
Is it
National False Confession.
National False Confession Day.
Yes.
Now, the crazy thing about this one is we looked at different websites
Yes.
for what it is, and those two websites have vastly different descriptions of what this day is supposed to commemorate.
Yes, it's like one of them is lying.
Yeah. Yes, it's like one of them is false.
Or possibly both of them are, and we have no idea what this day is about.
Let's see. Yours was National Today, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the one you did. So let's look up what it says for National Today. And mine was, what was mine? Today.
I've got it.
Yeah, I sent it to you in a text, I think.
Yes.
It's like,
National Today was yours.
no, yours is National Today.
Oh, okay.
What did I say? I texted you
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, list
of
of
national
national
days. Which, by the way, list of national days is the one I go off of.
Okay.
In case you're wondering.
National Day calendar is the one I go off of.
Well, the one you sent me was National Today, I think, or it wasn't. So what link did you text me?
I texted you.
So look.
National Today.
Oh, National Today. What did I? Wait.
And you texted me list of national.
Yeah,
days.
national. Okay, so yes, National Today, and then mine is listofnationaldays.com. Yeah. So listofnationaldays.com is the one I always use, if in case anybody's wondering. If anybody wants to look at whatever the information I have.
It might be lying to you.
Yeah. Now, there has been controversy because List of National Days, the reason why I use List of National Days is because it has less ads. Okay. Like, I have less fluff around. Like, I don't have to navigate as many ads and stuff like that. And what's the day? 21st?
The 21st, yes.
All right, let me take a look. Okay, so here's the description for, where is it?
Oh, it's False Confession
Oh,
Day.
False Confession Day. What did we say?
I said National False Confession.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's just False Confession Day.
Yeah,
So here's False Confessions Day's description on listofnationaldays.com. Shout out to listofnationaldays.com. Okay. False Confession Day is a unique holiday that celebrates the phenomenon of false confessions. It is a day to bring awareness to the issue of wrongful convictions and to shed light on the reasons why innocent individuals sometimes admit to crimes they did not commit. So that's pretty heavy. That's very serious and heavy stuff.
That's like the John Grisham real story book, An Innocent Man, which is a big thing. A guy falsely confessed and very, very terrible things happened. And he's a big supporter of the Innocence Project.
Yes, and well, you weren't on that show, were you? The Innocence Project. They did a.
No. I was not. I would have. I don't know why people don't invite me to things like that.
Wait, what's this? I don't want to see everybody's birthday. Who cares? Why is it only showing me a list of birthdays?
It's right there.
Oh, False Confession Day. Okay. Look, it's labeled as fun.
Yes.
It literally. Oh, there. Okay. See, this is why I don't like this website. Now I lost it.
Okay.
What are we? It's 21st, right?
21st, yes.
Okay. This is why I don't like this website. There's too much going on in this website.
All right. Here. You want to read from here?
Here. Look. So the category for this is fun and weird national is the category for this. Right off the bat, very different than what we read in the other one. And here is the it is False Confession Day on November 21st. This is a perfect day for people who want to test others through false confessions. It is also an opportunity to convey the truth in the disguise of a false confession. What the heck does that mean? What that's like a, I don't know what that doesn't make any sense. It's a way to convey the truth through a false confession. What? This is the perfect day for this. Is this written by AI? That's what it like, right?
It seems like it is. Yeah.
This is the perfect day for pranksters among us who want to fool someone who wouldn't love a harmless joke. This definitely sounds like it's written by AI. We all tell lies for a variety of reasons: to save the sensitive person from being hurt, to look cool, to get a job, to impress a crush, and so on. We can do this on False Confession Day freely. Oh, can we? Okay. That you can just lie to people and be like, it's False Confession Day, duh.
Yeah.
If you get caught.
So this is the day that if you do commit a crime,
Without having to face consequences. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think you can just lie to people. You cannot do a false confession today. You cannot go to the police. Don't do that. Don't go to the police today and confess to a crime and not have that you're going to have consequences if that happens.
most likely it'll be laughter.
Oh, it says it right here. That being said, please refrain from making confessions that can hurt others or create legal complications.
It feels like the person who read the AI thing had to put that
Yes,
in.
like, wait, we better put this in here. It kind of sounds like. So yes, false confessions are a thing. I saw a video of this guy who, like, he reported his dad missing. Like he couldn't find his dad, and
Right.
the guy was kind of, I can't remember. I think he might have been had some sort of mental illness, but not like maybe like he was just depressed or something, like
Right.
nothing where he needed to be institutionalized, nothing like that. But he had some sort of anxiety or depression or something, and he went to the police. He's like, I can't find my dad. I think he's missing. I haven't seen him for days. And then they basically thought he killed his dad. Like they were convinced he killed his dad, and then talked him into giving a confession that he had killed his father, and like a written confession, and like brought his dog in, and was like, we're gonna have to turn your dog over because you're going to prison. We're gonna have to turn your dog over to a shelter who's gonna put down your dog because
Oh.
nobody's gonna take your dog. And they're like, but if you give a confession, then we can find a good home for your dog instead of like all this crazy stuff.
We can work with you, or you can be the reason why we murder your pet.
Yeah, exactly. It was crazy. It was insane the stuff they were doing. And so he gave the confession. Then like, and he was there in the police station. By the way, they held him in the police station without charging him, like, because they hadn't charged him for the murder yet, because they were trying to get his confession. They held him for like over 24 hours. Like he was there for forever, like in that interrogation room. And then eventually his dad came into the police station. Wasn't dead. I can't remember what was wrong, like why he was missing, but like, or like maybe the son didn't understand, like he was told him and he forgot that he told him he was
Right.
leaving. I can't remember, but like, and the guy was an adult. It's not like it was a kid. I don't want to get the idea that it was some like 12-year-old or something.
Right, right.
It was an adult, but it was crazy. The guy wasn't even dead, and the police had convinced him he had killed his father. It's like.
It is unreal how quickly people jump to just crazy conclusions.
Well, and that's part of the Innocence Project. Like, that's what the Innocence Project is trying to get rid of, stuff like that, and try to shine some light on false confessions and things like that. And not just false confessions, but just being falsely imprisoned and stuff like that. So that's the serious part of,
Yeah.
of False Confessions Day. But we did come up with a game we're going to play, and most people know this. You played this before.
Yeah, and play it all the time, like work things, like, hey, let's do an icebreaker.
Yes, it's an icebreaker game. Yes. So it's called Two Truths and a Lie. Again, we'll start with you. So you're going to give me two truths and a lie, not in that order necessarily.
Okay.
And then I have to guess which one is the lie. All right?
Okay.
And I get to ask you questions to try to see if you really know the answer to the story. So,
Okay. Yeah. Two truths and a lie. So, here are the three things that I'm presenting. One, my grandfather was born in 1897.
So that's one of your things.
That's one of my
Okay.
things. My grandfather was born in before 1900. That's how old my grandfather is.
This is go ahead. Say your things and then I'll ask questions.
All right. So second one, I found I was there when a dead body was found when we were doing a service project cleaning up litter, my senior year of high school.
Okay.
And the third one, I've ridden on the Goodyear blimp.
Ooh, these are all good ones. These are
Yeah.
very good ones. Okay, grandfather. What year did you say?
1897.
1897. Now, was your grandfather born in the United States?
Yes.
Okay, and this your dad's dad or your mom's dad?
My mother's father.
Your
So
mother's father.
It's my maternal grandfather.
Your maternal grandfather. Is your mother older? Like, is your mother older than your dad?
No, she's about a year younger than my dad.
What year were you born?
I was born in 76.
76. And what was the year your grandfather was born again?
1897.
1897. So he was born some years before you.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, let me think. So 76 you were born?
I was born 76.
76. So
He-
80
He would have been 79.
you would have been 70. Yeah, I was going to say almost 80. So you'd have been 79 when you were born. That's not crazy.
It's not crazy.
That's not a crazy age. That's pretty old to be a grandfather.
It's old, and it's tough for people to wrap their heads around now because we're in 2025.
Yeah, that's pretty old to be a grandfather, but were you the first grandchild?
No.
Okay, so you're not the first grandchild. Okay, so like my dad is still going to be becoming a grandfather probably here, and he is about like he's 76. So that's not crazy. Like there'll probably be more grandchildren in the family. And he's 76. So that's not crazy. That's believable. So the math on that is believable. It's very old,
Right. Yep.
but it's believable. Now, what about your dad? How many how old's your dad
My dad is 81
right now?
right now. Yep.
So he was born in something.
Yeah. He was
He was
born,
born in
45.
45. No, yeah,
45.
45. So wait, no, he was born in 40.
Oh, no,
44.
He just 44. Yeah. Sorry.
And you're 76, 44 to 76. Okay, so your dad was old when you were born.
Oh, he was what, 31?
30. Oh, okay, that's not as old. I was thinking 41 for some reason. Okay, all right. So, second story, you found a dead body, or you were present as a dead body was found.
I was present as a dead body was found. Every year, my high school seniors did senior service day. We called it senior slave day because we had to go out and just do community service. And we signed up to pick up litter and stuff along the side of a road. There's woods there, and the group I was in, somebody's like, "Hey, what's that?" And went over, and it was a dead body.
And where was this?
It was so like where it was in Ohio, and I don't know the road, but
You were doing roadside cleanup.
roadside cleanup, picking up litter,
Okay.
stuff like that, and like there were like woods very close. It's like, hey, what's that? Like, oh, we're gonna go pick up. It's like I thought it was like a big styrofoam thing at first, and it was not.
Okay, so you saw the dead body.
I saw the dead body. Yeah,
Third story. What was the third one? You've ridden in the Goodyear blimp.
I've ridden in the Goodyear blimp.
When was this?
It was in the mid late 90s. My mother had retired from being a teacher. We grew up in Ohio, and one of the things that she had always wanted to do was ride Goodyear blimp. We're right by Akron, which is where the Goodyear blimp's headquartered. And she found some connections where they were giving like rides, and we got tickets to go ride on the Goodyear blimp, and we saw scenic Akron.
Okay. And how many people rode with you on the Goodyear blimp?
There were, I think, 10 people in there. There was a pilot, and it's like the inside of a van, like a old conversion van. So pilot, there's another guy, and then whoever else was there. There's me, my dad, and my mom. I'm an only child, and a couple other people who were riding.
And how big? How many people can fit in the Goodyear blimp?
Like maybe 12.
Were there seats?
Yeah, yeah. It's like riding in a van.
Oh, okay. Did you know that we're right now we have more blimps, active blimps right now than we have in the last 10 years?
I'm sorry to know that. 'Cause
There are not very many, by the way.
No, no,
You might think, oh, there's probably blimps in like every city. There's not. There's like 7 total
yeah,
active blimps, like in the world, and that's the most it's been in 10 years.
and frankly, that's too many.
There's
I've
now.
ridden in it. It is not enjoyable.
So here's the thing that bodes well for you on the Goodyear blimp. One of the Goodyear blimps is stationed in Ohio.
Yeah.
There's one stationed in Ohio. There's one stationed in California, and there's one stationed in Florida.
I rode on the one. It was the Spirit of Akron.
Okay, so I think that one's true. I think I think on the other one, it's hard for me. I don't have enough evidence to know for sure if your grandpa was born that year, but it could be true. I think you killed that guy in the dead body scenario, and now you have to confess right now to killing that guy, or we are going to kill your dog.
That is exactly what happened. I killed a man and left him beside the road for a senior service day.
I'm gonna say that's the lie. I'm gonna say the killed a guy. No, I'm gonna say the finding a dead body's a lie. I think you did ride in the Goodyear. I'm pretty sure on that one.
Yes.
And I don't have enough evidence to refute the grandfather being born in the 1900s or in the 1800s.
1900s.
19th century, but 1800s.
Right.
1897?
1897, right.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to say it's the finding the dead body is the lie.
You are correct.
I got it.
But to let you know, I base that off of a girl from my high school found a dead body during track practice. She was doing the mile. I was in track and field throwing the shot put and discus, so like I wasn't there, but it's like, oh, did you hear what happened to I forget what her name was, Megan maybe, like she found this body, and then it was in the newspapers, like, oh wow, that's terrible. But you know, I wasn't there at all, other than like, hey,
but it's a story that you had heard.
Yes.
Yeah. That's always the best way to do that, to try to trick people. It's like, well, that's a true story to somebody.
True.
Okay. So, all right. So
I get to ask you now.
Yeah. So here are mine. We'll try to go as fast as possible. This next episode might be short.
It's all right.
Here are my scenarios. I cut off my finger when I was 11 in a sliding car door. Before I continue, if you have heard one of these stories before, because then just tell me. I'll change them all.
Okay.
I have others in the chamber. So if you know for sure because you've heard me tell the story before, let me know.
Okay.
Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I cut off my finger in a sliding car door when I was 11. I met Macho Man Randy Savage.
I know that story.
Oh, dang it, you know that story already. Okay. So we'll scrub that one. But I do have another one that is a celebrity meeting too. When I was on my mission for my church as a Mormon missionary in San Diego, I met and taught some of our church stuff to Pauly Shore.
Oh. Okay.
That is scenario number 2. Scenario number 3. My father is a yo-yo champion.
Oh. Okay. So I'm going to start off with your finger. Which finger was it?
It was my ring finger on my left hand.
Ring finger on your left hand was cut off on a sliding door in a car.
Yes.
Okay. Luckily, you get to wear a wedding ring. All right. Now, as far as meeting Pauly Shore, to deliver the good word. How give me some more details
It
here.
was an airport. So
Airport?
like
Okay.
so the missionaries used to have a booth at the airport.
Okay.
And the missionaries, so we would get, this is post 9/11.
Right.
And so like a lot of security was in the Southern California airports, and a lot of celebrities would just fly normal flights without having to worry, because they wouldn't let the paparazzi come back.
Right.
These days, the paparazzi have figured out a way to get back there by buying tickets and stuff like that. But back then, you couldn't get back there without a ticket, because of 9/11.
Right.
And Pauly Shore, we had missionaries. We would always set up a set of missionaries every day at the airport in a booth to just, you'd walk down and you'd see, the pretzel guy and the
Right.
sunglasses guy, and then there was a set of missionaries with pamphlets and copies of the Book of Mormon. And then Pauly Shore showed up one day. It was just walking past, and then I guess we caught his eye, and he's came over and started talking to us. We're both. Our title is called Elder, and it's on our name tags.
Right.
And he goes, "Oh, you guys have the same first name. Do you guys have the same wife too?" Because he was trying to make a joke about polygamy, but didn't realize that it was the other way around when it comes to polygamy. And we don't practice polygamy anymore, by the way. We're like, "Hey, can we teach you about the Book of Mormon?" And we basically went through about 15 minutes of a lesson of trying to teach him about the Book of Mormon before he's like, "I gotta go. That's enough." And then went off to wherever. Probably went off to go perform at the Comedy Store in San Diego.
All right. Okay. So, and now your dad being a yo-yo champion. Like when was he the yo-yo champion?
So he was a yo-yo champion when he was young,
Okay.
like a kid, I would say a teenager. I don't know exactly when, maybe 15 or 16.
Okay. And a champion of what? Like national champion? Or
It was, I don't know if it was national. It was at least the state of Ohio.
Okay.
He was state champion of the state of Ohio. He was in a yo-yo competition and was the champion. Now, keep in mind, he's in his 70s, so this would have been the 60s probably.
Right. Yeah.
So, so it was yo-yo. I don't know if it was Ohio State champion for yo-yo, but it was at least on the state level.
I've been to the Ohio State Fair. That's very, very plausible.
Yeah. It definitely could have been at the Ohio State Fair. It definitely could have been. But he's won several competitions.
Does your dad still yo-yo?
He does, but not competitively.
Right. Okay. And did he ever teach you yo-yo?
No. I mean, he gave us yo-yos, but I was never that good at it.
Okay. Probably because you cut your finger off.
Yeah.
That was a fact.
My son, on the other hand, is great at yo-yoing. He's figured out a ton of moves, and he yo-yos with my dad a lot.
Okay. So I think I know which one is the lie, and I'm going to say it's Pauly Shore.
It is Pauly Shore is the lie.
I'm basing that not because of things you've said, but because I've complained about Pauly Shore before, and you've never.
I never brought it up. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
I forgot that we had that whole episode where you were complaining about. I feel like I would have brought it up that I'd met Pauly Shore.
But we've also complained about other people
Yes,
and not complained about other people.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I forgot about that. But yes, I did not meet Pauly Shore. However, two other missionaries did meet Pauly Shore. I met, and I tell this story on stage, I met Tom Cruise when I did it.
See, that's awesome.
So I have a completely different story about Tom Cruise. But they did have, some elders did meet Pauly Shore in the San Diego airport. I was not there, though. And I did cut off probably about a 3/4 of an inch of my ring finger on my left hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, it's the tip. I was picturing down here.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right.
No, I did. Yeah. So if you, there we go. Yeah. See, and it happened when I was 11, and it wasn't a sliding car door, and we happened to know the best hand surgeon in the United States. He happened to go to our church.
Okay.
And they took me to the emergency room. They called, I forget his first name. Regan is his last name. I forget his first name, though.
Brian.
It's Brian Regan, the famous comedian. No.
He gave up hand surgery
to be a comedian. Best hand surgeon in the world, or the United States, or whatever. Very well renowned. And he came and did surgery, and I had lost my nail completely. He took the nail off of the severed part of the finger,
Right.
created a new nail bed in my finger, like cut into my finger, put the nail in there. Had never done that before.
Wow.
And he said, this probably won't work. He said, I'm going to make a new nail bed for you and see if it takes root. He's like, it probably won't. And it did. And now I have a nail. Like, I have a nail on my finger because of that. It looks kind of like a Yoda finger, but...
It's cool.
But do you see how the nail bed is lower on this one than on the other hand? It's because he had to create that new nail bed.
Yeah, it's something where I wouldn't have necessarily noticed it, but now you've pointed it out. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I see that.
So yeah, I did cut off my finger when I was 11.
Okay. Yeah.
And my dad is a yo-yo champion, but I did not meet Pauly Shore. Well, not at that time.
Not then.
I guess I've met him. I just saw at the Comedy Zone, like just that kind of. I don't know if you can call that meeting Pauly Shore, but
Pauly Shore, it doesn't matter.
But I have seen him at the Comedy Zone and been like, "Hey, what's up?" at the comedy, kind of, in passing. What's his name? Bob used to work. Bob Lawver would work with him when he'd come to the Comedy Zone for some reason. When Bob was an MC, he would be his MC. I think he was like his MC maybe twice.
I was once, and it was enough.
All right, so that is False Confession Day. What shows do we have coming up? Okay, so this is the 21st. So next week, no, this is the 21st?
21st,
yeah, 21st.
Yes.
Friday the 21st?
Friday the 21st.
Okay. Next week, I will be at the Block in Fort Walton Beach on Saturday. Saturday after Thanksgiving, I will be at the Block in Fort Walton Beach. It is after the Ohio State-Michigan game, so don't worry. You can still watch that and come watch me. If you're in the Fort Walton Beach area, I'll be at the Block. It's a great comedy club. A lot of fun. Come to the open mics. We'll be doing them. Obviously, we won't have one on Thanksgiving, but we'll have one the next week. And Fresh Spot will be on December 5th.
December 5th.
December 5th will be on December Fresh Spot. Come to Shantytown every Monday. I don't think there's any Mondays that it's not going to be before the end of the year. But Root Down will not have one next week, and we won't have one on Christmas Day, which happens to be a Thursday also.
Cool
so
beans.
I'm sure they're going to be closed on Christmas Day. But anyways, otherwise, come every Thursday at 9:30 sign up, 10 o'clock show, and come every Monday, 8:30 show to my open mics. What do you got?
I don't have anything scheduled other than a play that I'm going to be in at the Island Theater, the best Christmas pageant ever.
Yeah, I forgot you were doing that.
So yep, I've got to work on learning some lines. A part that was played by Pete Holmes in the remake movie last year.
All right.
So looking forward to doing that.
And if all goes well, if we can get this nailed down now before I leave on the cruise, December 26th or 27th. Yep. We're going to be recording our special with Wes Johnson. If I cannot nail it down before we leave on the cruise, I think we should push it.
I'm going to agree with that.
I want to have a full month to promote it and get everybody on board.
Yep.
But I do have some things that just recently have come about that we might have a really good opportunity for a space.
Awesome.
Which is basically our only thing right now. I've pretty much worked out everything else, gotten your opinion on everything. It's just finding the right space for us that's not too expensive and has everything we need. Anyway, today is False Confession Day. Go lie about something because that you won't have any consequences.
Absolutely not.
Today is whatever we say it is, and you're here for it. I'm Joey Nickel.
I'm Bobby Parker.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Today is whatever they say it is, and we're here for it.